The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Mike 20. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger flushed through, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This from 36 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, 72 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That one, 28 yards on the ground. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's get it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Cousins on target to Diggs. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Bailey's kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Cousins to throw it. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Third and goal for Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run again on first down. Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, it's Cook, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Cousins on first down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Bud Dupree charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw it is Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Now Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
54, right there, 54 Mike. I got him.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
We got 4.
Third down Dalvin Cook. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Cousins on 4th down. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They start with a give to counter, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Black 20. Right there, 54.
Again, it's counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, a give to counter. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now it's counter. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
54.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16.
Here we go. Black 80. Check. 54.
On 1st down, Samuels. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Back. Snickers, now spin.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Mike 54.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his second touchdown of the night. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for two. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. Could have been up one with a point after, but they go for two. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up one or two, a field goal can still get you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They run it again with Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Fourth down, Cousins, and he's able to find Diggs. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 66 yards, and the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Roethlisberger to throw. Dancing to his left.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.